So the last special rapporteur on Iran that went to Iran was in the 90s. Since the re-establishment of the mandate in 2011, the SR on Iran has not been to the country. That said, there's been other rapporteurs who have been to Iran. That includes the SR on unilateral sanctions, SR on housing, and I believe the SR on international order has just been to Iran on a country visit, not a country visit, sorry, for an academic visit. So that said, SR on Iran, and for example, I have started my mandate just over a year ago. I have requested a country visit that hasn't been granted. But that said, the reason for not allowing the special rapporteurs, I think, not many country rapporteurs get to go to the country. No government is going to be with open arms saying, please come to the country. And, they don't recognize the legitimacy of the mandate. So I think their approach so far, I think, is expected. But it's incorrect to say there's been no engagement. There has been quite a lot of engagement. I don't know if you saw the interactive dialogue of the General Assembly, but the Iranian permanent mission, New York, talked about the extensive engagement with my mandate, thank me for my independence and objectivity. Of course, they had other criticisms too, but I think they are very keen to stress that there is engagement. They respond to the communications I send. We have in-person online meetings. They also submit submissions before my report, provide comments. So engagement, not me physically being in the country, but there is engagement. In terms of the quality of the engagement, I think it could be improved in terms of its substance. And also, of course, it will be brilliant to be able to do a country visit in the country, but I would only go if there is unhindered access. And if I believe that there won't be unhindered access, that's not an offer I would take, because that wouldn't be a proper, independent, objective reporting of the situation. I'm very appreciative of the civil society organizations outside of the country that have extensive networks within the Islamic Republic of Iran. Through that channel, I am able to receive information of what's happening inside the country. Of course, there are differences in terms of what's happening in the cities versus what's happening in the remote areas. So of course, I'm not trying to say that I know the human rights situation inside out, across the regions, but, the Iranian diaspora community, yourself included, is a very strong networked community. So I'm fortunate in the sense that I do receive a lot of information.